request with the earliest starting time first. I think it makes sense. Why does it make sense? So kind of I can think that, or ACB can think that, okay, Dr. Emil needs the class at 8 o'clock, let's give him the class at 8 o'clock so that we can get rid of him and we can then proceed with the rest, think about the rest of them. Okay? So that's a logical way that a person can think. But this strategy will not work. So with a little experimentation, we can come up with a counter example like this. Okay? So we have 4 requests. What is the optimum solution? 3 is the optimum solution. And if we pick the earliest starting time, how many requests will be able to? One. So this is the optimal, this is the request that will be selected if we follow this greedy strategy, but the correct one is this. Okay? So another strategy that ACB can try is that, okay, Dr. Emil just needs the class for 10 minutes, let's give him the class for 10 minutes, so then one person can we can get rid of one person and then we can work on the other. But this strategy will also not work. For example, in this case, so which interval has the shortest duration? So the middle one, this is relatively shorter. At least I try to make it shorter. Okay. So if I select this one, I will need to reject these two, but the optimum is the upper two. So this is the stuff this is what will be selected and these will be rejected, but the optimum one is the original, the top two. A third strategy is that ACB now thinks that, okay, let's try to find the request with the least number of conflicts. So Dr. Emil overlaps with just one person. So let's give him the class first so that he can be accommodated and then we can think about the rest. So we are trying to minimize the conflicts.
Overlapping.
Overlap. Conflict ka matlab, overlap. So in this case, which request will have the minimum overlap?
The middle one.
I think it will be this one.
The middle one.
Middle one because it overlaps with these two only. So we will select this one. For that we will need to remove this one. Now we follow the same strategy and we select this one, or the other side can be also selected. It doesn't matter which side. If we select the green one, the bottom 3 will be deleted, and then we will select one of these. Any of these can be selected. I think we select this one, or any one can be selected. The result will be pretty much the same. So if we select this one, this will be removed. The rest of and we'll get 3 requests. But what is the optimum number of requests that can be selected? 4 actually. The top row that is 4 requests. Okay? So coming up with a correct greedy strategy is not a simple thing. It needs a lot of experimentation, a lot of thinking, a lot of experimentation, hit and trial. Somebody had the time and the patience to think over it deeply, and they came up with a correct greedy strategy. That is that we select the earliest finish time first. So we select the request which finishes the earliest. So now in this image, all requests are shown sorted based on their finish time. So we are looking at this one. So we'll select this one. We will reject these two. Then this will be selected. This will be rejected. This will be rejected. And this one will be rejected. And then I guess this one will be selected. This one will be, and this was already rejected because, and then this one is selected. So something. So this is the fourth. So this is the correct greedy strategy. But so I can claim that this is the correct greedy strategy, but some of you might think that how do we know this is the correct greedy strategy? And what do we need to do when we need to show something?
We need to press the maximum number of events
So the number of requests is n, so it can be 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000. That doesn't matter.
We need to find a counter example for it.
Okay, so one way is that I look for counter example. But if this happens to be the correct one, you will be searching for all your life. You will die. Your children will be searching. They'll die, and the world will end. But a counter example won't be found. So a counter, you look for a counter example, but that is done for a limited time. Once you think that this might be true, you need to do something. What is that we need to do?
Show the
Prove it
optimization.
for general search.
What is a proof? So proof is a logical reasoning by something is correct. And this is usually covered in discrete mathematics somewhat, but nobody understands it. So you have studied a lot of proofs. So for example, you have studied Pythagoras theorem. So whenever you have a right angle triangle and this side is A, this side is B, and this side is C, so what is C equal to?
C square is equal to
So I can write it like A square plus B square. Or I can write it C square is equal to A square plus B. So this somebody like derived a formula and gave a proof of it. And in metric, well, at least when I was a student, there used to be a section called Euclid's proof. Okay, so anyway, so nobody understood it. I used to memorize it and never memorize it. Then later in life, I realized that proofs are beautiful. So, right now we'll end here. I'll just before ending, forever whoever are interested. So there are a few types of proofs. There is proof. Let's just